Hello students, welcome once more to online video class for class 10 computer applications. In today's video we are going to study about type conversion. In the previous video we had discussed about data types, variables, initialization of variables. So this topic, that is type conversion, is the continuation of the previous topic. So today we are going to discuss what is data type, what are the different data types, that is implicit and explicit, and how to find the ASCII code of characters, especially lowercase letters, uppercase letters, digits. Because to solve the output questions or logical questions in Java, we must be careful and we must learn the ASCII codes of these characters. So I will tell you one important trick how we can learn the ASCII code of these characters. This trick will be very beneficial for you to find the ASCII code of different characters. So starting with the type conversion, the process of converting one predefined data type into another is called type conversion. In Java we have two types conversions, or Java facilitates type conversion in two forms. First one is implicit. It is also known as type promotion or coercion. Second type of type conversion is explicit conversion or type casting. So starting with the first one, that is implicit type conversion or type promotion. In a mixed expression, first let me tell you what is a mixed expression. Expression, as you know, it is a combination of operators, constants, variables, and it should be valid combination. So any valid combination of operators, constants and variables is known as expression. There are two types of expression: pure expression, mixed expression. In case of pure expression, all the values or variables belong to same data type, and in case of mixed expression, we may have values or variables that may belong to more than one data type. Now, this type conversion occurs when we deal with mixed expression. So in a mixed expression, the data type of the result gets converted automatically to its higher type without intervention of the user. So this is the process of implicit conversion. So if we have many variables of different data types, then the final result of the expression will belong to highest type, and it will be done by the compiler itself. Users don't have to intervene in that. So the type conversion which is done automatically by the system is known as implicit type conversion, and the process is result will get converted to highest data type. Now you should know which is the lower data type, which is the higher data type. One graphic is available on the screen. You can see from lower to higher type, all the data types are mentioned here, like byte, char, short, int, long, float, double. So here 7 primitive types are mentioned. Only Boolean type is left, because in a mathematical calculation Boolean type is not involved. Numeric type is involved, and character type is also involved, because the system will take the ASCII code of that character. So before going to understand about the implicit conversion in detail, we should know how to find the ASCII code of different characters. So this trick is very important. You will not find these tricks in the book. I have designed this trick myself for your better understanding. So how to find the ASCII code of letters and digits? You should remember or learn this table first. For capital A to Z, ASCII code varies from 65 to 90. That is, capital A has ASCII code 65, B has 66, C has 67, like this. Z has ASCII code 90. Now, to find the ASCII code of lowercase letters, that is small a to small z, if we know the ASCII code of uppercase letters, then by adding 32 in the ASCII code of uppercase letters, we can find the corresponding ASCII code of lowercase letters. So 65 when added with 32 we will get 97. So 97 is the ASCII code of small a. In the same way, 90 plus 32, that is 122. It is the ASCII code of small z. Now from digits 0 to 9 we have ASCII code from 48 to 57. So 48 is the ASCII code of 0. 49 is the ASCII code of 1. 50 is the ASCII code of 2, and so on. Space is also a special character which is used quite often in programming code. So we should know the ASCII code of space also, that is 32. Now, with the help of this table and one more important trick we should know. As you know, these 26 letters from A to Z. From these 26 letters, I have made a word EJOT. With yellow color it is highlighted. So how this EJOT is formed? I have taken the order of characters from 5 to Z in the multiple of 5. So if you start counting from A, B, C, D, E. E has order 5. So at the bottom of E I have mentioned its order, that is 5. J has order 10. O has order 15. T has order 20. And Y has order 25. So if you forget this word EJOT, then you can remember the order of letters in the multiple of 5, that is 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Then you will come to know about this word EJOT. Now you should know EJOT and the order of each letter in the EJOT, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and this table is required. Now with the help of this word EJOT and this table, we can find ASCII code of any letter. For example, let us see the formula first, how to find the ASCII code. We have 3 formulas here. To find the formula for ASCII code of uppercase letters, add 64 in the order of that letter. To find the ASCII code of lowercase letter, you know that lowercase letters has 32 more ASCII code as compared to their corresponding uppercase letters. So that is why in 64 we are adding 32, that is 96. So 96 plus order of that letter will become the ASCII code of that letter. And to find the ASCII code of digit, we have digits from 0 to 9, that is total 10 digits. So here we will add the digit in 48. So these are the 3 formulas. With the help of that we can find the ASCII code of any letter. For example, To find ASCII code of letter M. Since M belongs to uppercase letter, so for uppercase letters we have to add 64 in the order of that letter. So 64 plus order of M, that is 13. So how we have got 13? For that we can use this ISO-T. See, this capital M is near to which letter in this word ISO-T? You can find it is nearer to J. J has order 10. So just after J we have K, L, M. So 3 more letters. So 10 plus 3, that is 13. One more option you have. O has order 15. And just before O we have N. And just before N we have M. So M and O. So if you subtract 2 from 15, you will get the letter M. Or second option, if you add 3 in 10, because M comes 3 letters after J. So in both the cases you will get 13. It depends on you whether you find order of M with the help of J or with the help of O. So 64 is the formula and 13 is the order of capital M. So 77 is the ASCII code of capital M. In the same way, for small m, 96 plus order of small m, that is 13. So 109. To find the ASCII code of digit 0. So 48 plus same digit, that is 0. So we will get 48. To find ASCII code of digit 9. 48 plus same digit 9, that is 57. Now, if you know how to find the ASCII code of digits, then output questions of implicit and explicit conversion can be solved very easily. Now we will see the examples of implicit conversion. Suppose we have example int a equal to a in single quotes, semicolon. Now here we have a mixed expression. Capital A is a letter that we are going to store in a variable a which belongs to integer type. So here we have two data types, character data type and integer data type. So between character and integer data type, integer type is higher. That is why result will get converted to higher type by implicit conversion. So whenever we store a lower type value in a higher type variable, it is possible. So here system will take the ASCII code of capital A, that is 65, and that 65 will be stored in the variable A. So A stores 65. Second example, int A equal to small a in single quotes. Now the ASCII code of small a is 97, so variable A will store 97. So in the first two examples, we have seen that we are storing character value in integer type variable. Since character type is smaller, integer type is higher, so result will get converted to higher type, that is integer value. This is the reason variable A stores integer value, that is the ASCII code of this character. Now see the third example. Find the suitable data type and the value of x, y in the given code. I equal to 6, char C equal to capital B, double small d equal to 2.0. Now the expression we have x equal to I plus C and y equal to I plus C plus D. So here we need to find what is the data type suitable for x and y, and what will be the value of x and y. So when we see this expression x equal to y plus c, on the right hand side we have I that belongs to integer value, c that belongs to character value. So between integer and character value, integer is higher type. It means with the help of implicit conversion, the result will get converted to higher type between integer and character. It means integer type will be the result. So in this case, I is already 6. Small c has a letter B. So system will take the ASCII code of capital B, that is 66. Now 66 plus 6, 72. Since the final result is 72 that belongs to integer type, that we are going to store in the variable x. So x should be integer type and its value should be 72. That is the solution here. Now the second statement here, y equal to I plus c plus d. Now here on the right hand side, I plus c plus d, I is integer type, c is character type, d is double type. So between integer, character and double, double is the highest type. So final answer will come in double type due to implicit conversion. Therefore, variable y should be declared as double type. Now what will be the value of y? By putting the value of I, C and D, that is 6 plus 66 plus 2.0, final result is 74.0. So value of y is 74.0. Now we have seen the examples of implicit conversion. Now we are coming to the second type conversion, that is explicit type conversion or type casting. In this type conversion, the result of the expression can be converted to another data type with the choice of the user. It means whatever may be the result in any type, we have the capability to change the result in any other type. So when the data type gets converted to another type after user's intervention or after user's choice, this type conversion is known as explicit type conversion or type casting. We need to follow a syntax here for type casting. First, we need to write the target data type in which we want to convert the result, and that target data type should be in parentheses. That is important. And just after that, we need to write the expression. So the result of the expression will change to the target data type. Now we will see the example. First example, char a equal to, in parenthesis, char 65 semicolon. So if you see the right hand side, 65 is a digit, and just before that digit, integer value, just before that integer value, we have done type casting into char. So integer is higher type, that higher type is converted to character type. So here system will change 65 to its equivalent character. So 65 will be converted in equivalent character. 65 is the ASCII code of capital A. So we will get capital A here when it is converted to character. Since the result is character, to store it, we need a variable of char type. So here variable A will store capital A letter. Now second example, int a equal to int in parenthesis, after that 5.9990. So here 5.9990 is a double value which is changed to integer type. So here after point whatever digits we have, those digits will get truncated. Truncated means after point all the digits will be removed, and before point whatever whole number part we have, that will be our answer. So here 5 will be the answer after typecasting, and that 5 will be stored in the variable a of int type. Now one more example to understand it. Find the suitable data type and value of x, y, z in the given code. I belongs to integer type, 6 is stored here. C belongs to character type, capital B is stored here. D belongs to double type, 2.0 is stored here. Now we have three statements x, y, z. X equal to typecasting char in bracket I plus C. So when we calculate the first statement here, I plus C, here I is 6 and C is capital B. So 6 plus capital B, integer plus character, so between them higher type is integer. So here system will take the ASCII code of capital B, that is 66. So 66 plus 6, 72. Now 72 is converted into equivalent character. So result will be character value. So equivalent character of 72 is capital H. So X should be character type, char type, and its result will be capital H. In the same way, second statement, y equal to char I plus C plus D. I plus C just now we have seen 6 plus 66, that is 72. Now when D is added, D is double type. So here we have three different data types, and the final result will change to highest type, that is double type. So 66 plus 6, 72, and when 2.0 is added, it will become 74.0. Here it is mentioned 78.0, that is 74 here. So 74.0 when converted into equivalent character, so you can find 65 plus 9, that is 74. So I think I will be the letter here, capital I. 65 plus 9, that is 74, and the order of letter at 9 is I. Now third example, in this case we are doing typecasting it into integer value. So 74.0 when converted to integer, we will get 74. So Z will store 74. So that is the end of today's session. I would suggest you to revise whatever we have discussed today. It is very beneficial for you to find the result of the output questions related with implicit and explicit conversion, and especially the ASCII code is very important. You should know the trick how to find the ASCII code of different characters in Java. Take care. Thank you.